All right. Hello, everyone. We are going to get back into doing our normal group lesson. So today is Tuesday, March 24th, 2020, and we are going to talk about leaving a message and phone etiquette. So we have gone through this before, if you remember from our group lesson, but repetition makes the best way to learn sometimes. So let's go through it. So this book is called Leave a Message, and it is by Molly Moser. Some important words that you are going to learn: communicate, which means to share words or ideas with other people. And you might communicate with your communication device. You might communicate by using sign language. You might communicate with a static board, or you might have other people that know you really well help you communicate. And those are all wonderful ways. So whatever way you communicate best, that's what communication means. Message is spoken or written information sent from one person to another. So a lot of times if somebody writes something down for someone, that is a message, or you might send a message through email. The person that helps support you might write an email to someone, or send a letter, or just write a note. So a lot of times your teachers will write T-logs, and that is one way to send a message to the people that are important to you in your life, to let you know how your day has gone and what you have done with your day. Chat is to talk for a short time, usually with a friend. There's lots of different ways people chat now. They can chat face-to-face, they can chat through the internet, they can chat through texting, but in this situation and in this book, we're talking about chatting on the phone. So picking up your phone, having a conversation, and then usually it's with somebody you know, and the people that support you, usually it's somebody that they know. Staying in touch means to communicate with someone you know, but you don't see very much. And this is extremely relevant right now, which means it's something we can relate to right now, because we are supposed to practice our social distancing, and we are not going to be able to see a lot of the people that are outside our private or centered community, of like the people that support you and your family, because we're supposed to stay away from spending a lot of time with people and getting in close contact with them. So we want to stay in touch, and these are different ways you can stay in touch: through sending a picture, chatting on the internet, sending a text message, video chatting like how we're doing right now. I know most of the time we stay in touch every day because you always come to class, but since you're unable to come to class, I'm communicating and staying in touch with you and the people that support you through emails, and then staying in touch with you through these videos. So that is another word we're learning. Things we're learning from this story is that talking on the phone is a good way to stay in touch with friends and family members. Sending text messages is a good way to communicate with friends and family members. And it is important to leave a message if you want someone to call you back. So let's get started. This is Carly. Carly loves to talk on the phone with her friends, and they talk about a lot of different things like TV shows, their jobs, and their families. Talking and texting on the phone are good ways to communicate with friends and family members. So Carly might talk with her mom and her dad, and Carly uses her voice to speak, but you might use your communication device. You might use a switch when you hit that you touch with your head or that you touch with your hand to communicate. In this situation, the girl in our story is talking through her voice and texting on her phone. Today, Carly wants to talk to her friend Tori. So she calls Tori's phone number. The phone rings, but nobody answers. Carly pushes the end button. She is disappointed that she didn't get to talk to her friend. So if you know what being disappointed feels like, you're kind of bummed out. You might be really excited about doing something, or like talking to someone or seeing something, and then plans get canceled, or a different set of circumstances happen and you aren't able to see the person or have your expectation be met. So she really wanted to see her friend. She really wanted to talk to her, and it didn't happen. So she feels sad. She's bummed out, and she is disappointed. Carly's phone dings. Ding! It is a text message from her mom. The text says, "Hi, honey, how are you?" Carly sends her mom a sad face emoji. She types, "I called Tori, but she didn't answer. She must be mad at me." Ding! Carly gets another text. Her mom says, "No, she was just probably busy. Did you leave a message?" Carly typed back no. So Carly called her friend and her friend didn't answer. And then her mom contacted her and said, hey, how's it going? And Carly says, I'm bummed out. I called my friend. She didn't answer. I think she must be mad. There must be no other reason. She must be mad at me. And her mom says, okay, let's think about this. Do you think it could be another reason? Like maybe she was just busy. So if you leave a message, that'll give an idea for the person and let them know that you want them to call you back. But Carly said, no, she didn't do that. So maybe her friend doesn't know that she needs to call her back. And her mom said, when people are busy, they might not answer the phone. You need to leave a voice message for Tori. You need to tell her why you called. Ask her to call you back. Carly's mom replies, really? Okay, I'll call her back and leave a voice message, Carly typed. So Carly then takes the phone and she dials the number again. And this time she leaves a message on Corey's voicemail after she hears a beep. So Carly called again. Tori still didn't answer. And Carly said, hi, Tori, it's me, Carly. I was calling to see how your job is going. Please call me back when you can. This is my phone number. Gives her a phone number. I miss you. Bye. I think maybe that was a better option because Carly gave some information about how to get a hold of her. She told her who was calling, and she told her why she was calling and that she would like her to call her back. So Carly included much more information during this. Let's see what happens next. Later that day, Tori called Carly back. She tells Carly that she didn't answer her phone because she was at the library. So did Carly overreact a little bit? She might have. She didn't need to be disappointed because Tori wasn't mad at her. She said, oh, I thought you were mad at me and didn't want to talk. And Tori said, you are my good friend, Carly. I did want to talk to you, but not at the library. I'm glad you left me a message. So there are some places that are appropriate to have loud phone conversations, or you don't know how loud they're going to be. And there are places that are more appropriate to be quiet. So the library is one of those places where Tori didn't want to answer the phone because she was in a quiet environment. Her surroundings are supposed to be quiet so people can concentrate and work. So that's the reason she didn't answer the phone. Not that she was mad. She wasn't mad at all. She was just busy, like Carly's mom said. So Carly and Tori talk about different things. They take turns listening and asking questions. Carly asks Tori if she likes her job. Tori asks Carly how her life skills class is going. Tori tells Carly about a movie she watched with her grandmother, and Carly tells Tori about her visit to the art museum. So they take turns talking about different things, not just one person talking the whole time. It's not the other person talking the whole time about themselves. They take turns and have an actual conversation. So when you're talking to someone, it's a good idea to ask them questions about themselves, share information, and then they can ask you, and that's how a good conversation works, that you're interested in the other person and what they have to say as well. When they are done talking, Carly says, I am glad you called me back, Tori. It was so nice to chat. Tori said, yes, I'm glad we stay in touch. Bye, Carly. Talk to you soon. Bye, Tori, Carly says. She pushes end and sets down the phone. Carly sent her mom a text message after that and said, I got to talk to Tori. She was not mad at me. She was busy at the library. Her mom said, that's great, honey. I will be home soon. See you in a bit. So after Carly touched base with Tori again, then she talked to her mom and touched base with her and said, hey, you know, I thought that she was mad at me. She didn't answer her phone. Then you told me maybe she wasn't mad, maybe she was busy, and it turns out that you were right. She was just busy. She was at the library, so she's not mad at me at all. So Carly made a really good choice to communicate that with her mom too, so her mom wasn't worried about her. And like we said, this is Carly's way of communicating with her mom through a text message. She talked to Tori with her voice, but you can choose and have different ways that you communicate. It's not just through your voice, and it's not just through text messages. You might use a communication device. You might do FaceTime. The person that supports you might help you communicate the way that you communicate best. So these are all different ways that you communicate, and this is just a situation that how Carly is. So Carly is glad she left a voicemail message for Tori. She's glad that Tori called her back. She is happy she can use her phone to stay in touch with her friend. She's happy she can use her phone to send text messages to her mom. So here are some tips that they have for leaving a message. Sometimes people are busy and can't answer their phone. It doesn't mean they're mad. It doesn't mean they don't want to talk to you. They are just unable to, like maybe the person is working. As you notice, the doorbell rang a couple times. That's kind of like someone calling in and saying, hey, I need something, but because I am busy in this lesson, I am unable to answer them right away. So that's just another example. When you leave a voicemail message, leave your name, your phone number, and why you're calling so they know that you want them to call you back. And they know why you're calling. They know what the situation is about. I called a friend the other day to wish her a happy birthday, and I said, you don't need to call me back. I know you're probably busy. I just wanted to let you know I was thinking about you. Another thing is to take turns talking, listening, and asking questions when talking on the phone. It'd kind of be like telling a joke and never having the person, giving the person to a chance to engage in the joke. So if you're going to say knock knock and there was nobody to say who's there, that's like having a one-sided conversation. You want to be sure to ask the person questions, ask what they're thinking, and share what you're thinking as well to have a good conversation. And the last tip is to stay in touch with your friends to let them know you care. So now more than ever is a really good time to practice these types of things. We encourage you to call Katie and me on your Facebook Messenger if you are able to do that. If the person that supports you approves of that, that is a great idea and a way to stay in contact with us. Another way we are attempting to stay in touch with you to let you know we care is by doing these videos and posting on the Facebook, the Pathways to Life Facebook page. So if there is anything that you guys need, you just let us know. In this story, Tori and Carly were staying in touch through the phone. All right, and that is it for our leave a message story. Let's go with our fill-ins. Carly loves talking on the, what are they talking about in this situation? And you can take a choice. I would say Carly loves talking on the message or Carly loves talking on the phone. What do you think it is? Try phone over here. And we got it right. Carly loves talking on the phone. And parents, you are totally able, and supporting staff, you are able to do this as well. If you just log into the new News to You Unique into the monthly lessons, if you want another more guidance on how to get to these lessons, please reach out and let me know. Carly wants to do what to her friend Tori, or with her friend Tori? Does she want to asking to her friend Tori? That doesn't really make sense. How about talk to her friend Tori? And yes, we got another one right. The first time she didn't do this, but the second time she did. So what did she do? Tori left what? Did she leave a phone number or did she leave a message? She left both. That was a bad question. What did she leave? Did she leave an asking or a message? Tori left a message. Okay, the next question is, she tells Tori her, there we go. Does she tell Tori her phone or does she tell her her phone number? There's only one that really makes sense. We're gonna choose phone number for this one. And they take turns doing what and answering questions. Is it asking or phone? They take turns phone and answering questions, or they take turns asking and answering questions. And we are going to pick asking. All right. We will read the story again tomorrow and do some more questions, but that is all I have for you for today. I hope you enjoyed the story. I hope it made sense. And if you have any questions regarding it, or you have any questions for contacting us, anything else you would like us to do, please let us know. Otherwise, I will talk to you and see you through the screen tomorrow. Bye, guys.